Hi guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Three Burdens. I think this is episode 5.
Woo,
Apologies for not recording last week, but I'm here with Black Eagle.
Vape hit. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Wow, just fucking what a fucking ringing endorsement. And I'm here with the little bug,
Hi.
the token female of this fucking ship that's sinking slowly.
Oh, really? I think it's sinking pretty quickly, if you ask me. Especially with what we're going to be covering today. Holy.
We're a fucking submarine by now.
Really, but yeah, we're gonna be covering today someone I got in a fight with earlier on Twitter this week. Our new resident pedophile since Lionmaker moved out of YouTube, Digibro or Digibroni or fucking whatever the fuck he's calling his goddamn channel now, Otaku Gonzo Journalism, which is just about as cringe as you could probably fucking get. Resident pedophile, yes. People are probably wondering why we're fucking saying that. And I realize that as anime fans, we're treading on some hypocritical territory, I guess. But no, I think this is a bit warranted. Because even if we are hypocrites for liking anime, we're not hypocrites because we like little girls. we don't like little girls. That's just the thing about it. And Digi has gone on record several times on his love for lolicon and drawings and illustrations of girls, which I'm going to stop you from anybody, which I doubt people are going to comment because people didn't comment on the last 2 episodes unless they were people we knew.
I mean, I don't think anybody comments on any of our stuff.
We're working on it. But if you come across this, you decide that it is necessary to try to defend illustrations versus the real thing, you're fucking stupid. And the reason why I say so is because on some level, whether it is an illustration or not, you are attracted to little girls, to children.
Fucking regardless that it is real or not, you're still attracted to
Just
young females. That's a big fucking problem.
Well, yeah, but just because it's an illustration, it doesn't matter. The reason why it doesn't matter is because it's still on some level that you think to yourself whenever you look at a child that you have a certain attraction to said child. That's a bit of a fucking problem. That's why we're covering this nonsense today, because it is nonsense. Because Digibro is probably one of the dumbest fucking creators on this platform as well. And why I say I got into a fight with him on Twitter earlier this week is because he was supposed to go, well, he did go, credit to him. He got beat up on Shot from the Point by Tommy C in a little debate that they had about why this is criminal or why this is. Of course, he's taking the stance that apparently this shit falls under free speech, which it does not.
No.
Because what the fuck? How do you even make that argument? And so I watched this interview. Now the rest of us watched the Turkey Tom video in which we are referencing. You're gonna find a link to that in the description if I remember this time. Hopefully I remember. But
I'll make sure.
you're gonna find a link to that, and I want you guys to watch that video. But basically, this fucking guy goes on Shot from the Point, and he uses arguments that are fucking unfounded for a couple of really legitimate reasons. And he uses the video game argument. And if you recall, there was a politician, a Republican, named Jack Thompson, who tried to get video games just straight up banned, just fucking outlawed, right? Now, he's a cunt, but he's an irrelevant cunt compared to the current cunt that we're discussing, because Jack Thompson went to the Supreme Court and he fucking failed. Now, Digi uses this exact same argument. Well, video games don't incite violence in people. Well, why would lolicon incite pedophilia into, people who read lolicon or whatever the fuck? Well, here's the thing. The problem isn't, to me anyways, the problem with Tommy is that it does incite it, but I don't think that it's a gateway necessarily, because there is no gate. If you already decide at a moment's notice, if you already look at a kid, drawn, illustrated or not, if you look at a kid and you find that attractive, then you are by definition a pedophile. There's no semantics to fucking argue. Now, I'm not necessarily sure if he's broken the law. I don't know. I do believe that he's in possession of this shit. But there's no way in hell that he's not a pedophile with everything that he's fucking said. I'm not just going off just one statement or podcast. I'm going off of loads of statements that he's made on his channel. I've gone off the fact that when he made his response to Turkey Tom, it was an hour, literally an hour before, after Turkey Tom dropped his video. So it was rushed and it was panicky. He denies this on Twitter. Which I haven't checked Twitter, but I would not doubt if those fucking tweets were deleted. But anyways, I fucking confront him about this because he says he's gonna go on the shot from point, say his shit and leave. To which I thought, okay, he's gonna do fight or flight. So I called him out for doing fight or flight. He asked me what I meant by that. I directly quoted what he had replied to Tommy with. And I also said, this is exactly like your character. Instead of making a response video as to why you're not a fucking sicko, you instead, which hilariously enough, decided that you were going to argue who's cringier between you and Turkey Tom. Well, okay, he might be cringy, but it's not as cringy as putting a fucking wig on with a unicorn horn and then neighing at the top of your fucking lungs and then demanding, because I know you demanded this, have your friend posted to fucking YouTube. The fucking thing that got me was he does that and he wants to argue who's cringy. He does that. He does that and he wants to argue who's cringy. You've got to be fucking kidding me right now. Dude, even if that was the argument to have at the point, which it wasn't, you are definitely the cringier of the two. I watched all 20 minutes of your fucking response, and it was just a jumbled fucking mess. I actually gave you the benefit of the fucking doubt. Well, maybe he might have a fucking reasoning towards this, but no, you have no reasoning towards it. You are a self-centered, egotistic sicko who would rather sit there and argue who's cringier than fucking defend yourself for being called a pedophile. And you told me on Twitter that you directly did that. No, you fucking didn't. I watched all 20 of that shit show response. I watched the whole fucking thing. Do you know how hard it is, like, sit there and watch, just look at a dude's face and just think to yourself, man, I don't know how he has a girlfriend. I'm not the best looking guy on the planet, but it looks like his tongue is in jail. His hair looks greasier than anything from McDonald's. Fuck McDonald's. His hair looks greasier than anything from fucking Cracker Barrel. He looks like a fucking wet toothbrush that has weak bristles. He is a walking, as Kid from the Six would say, he is a breathing L. Just in existence. He is a breathing L. And on top of that shit, and on top of saying, oh, I'm the best anime reviewer in the fucking, on top of saying, oh, I was the best brony analysis fucking guy in this community, he's a fucking pedophile.
It's like I saw his videos a couple years ago, or not a couple years ago, this was like way long ago when he did the pony stuff, but like I saw some of them and I just had that feeling in my gut, like this guy's kind of off-putting to me. Lo and behold.
He's very off. Very off. I don't know how else to fucking phrase this shit. He probably blocked me. I don't know if he did. I can't be fucked to check, and I honestly don't give a shit at this point. Because if he blocked me, okay, good riddance. Good riddance. You're fucking sicko. You have posters of little children on your fucking walls, and almost little to no clothes. You're not a sicko. All right, cool. I guess that means that just because terrorists blow shit up, they're not terrorists. They just like looking at fire and explosions and shit. But they aren't terrorists. Simply because they like to kill people or blow the fuck out of their fucking buildings and run in and suicide. Yeah, that's a hobby of theirs. In fact, really, at that Manchester concert that Ariana Grande was at, that dude was fine. That dude was alive and everything. He was alive and well after he pulled the fucking plug on his little operation called Operation I'm gonna fucking kill myself, but I'm taking these crowds of people with me. Are you serious? You're attracted to kids, but you're not a pedophile. Oh, they're drawing kids. Who fucking cares if they're drawing kids? On some level in your head, you find that attractive.
Mm-hmm.
So you're sick. And you're not like, oh, I want to help this person sick. You are basically like, we should form a pedophile lynching mob types of sick. You're sick. You need to be put away. You need to be not in the public. You need to not be in public, to me. And I'm not saying that Digibro is going to go out and fuck a kid, because let's face it, if he's going to back down from some nobody that has like 3 Twitter followers, if he's going to back down from me, then he's going to back down from anybody else that he would ever decide to fucking confront in the first place. He ain't going to do shit. And if he comes at us on this fucking podcast, which I dare you, I guarantee you my fucking argument weighs a little bit more than yours does, regardless of who's liking whose tweets. So, in conclusion, well, not really a conclusion, because I like to hear you guys' take on this, because I'm speaking for over 12 minutes straight. This guy is a fucking pedophile. There is no if, ands, but I don't even care if he's cringy. You could be a cringe lord and be a fucking, I wouldn't say a normal-minded person, but you could be a cringe lord, and I won't fucking hate you. I hate the shit that you do, but I won't hate you. But this guy is a fucking sicko. And no matter how much he wants to paint it in a different light, that they're illustrations, on some level, he finds little girls attractive. And on any level, to me, you're a pedophile. Case closed.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of thoughts are going through my head about this stuff, but it's I try to see everyone's argument from both sides, right? I'm not one of those people. Well, none of us are this type of person, type of people. Lol. To just think our argument is fully right. You have to believe it. A monolith. Yeah, our opinion is right, and you have to fucking realize that. But we like to look at both sides, but I cannot see his reasoning on this. A child is a child regardless, and if he likes the fact that all these girls are Japanese, and of course there's the legal age of consent in Japan is 13, but that doesn't matter. First of all, that's not for like our type of consent. Like, hey, you want to fuck? You 13? Oh, that's cool. Let's go. It's more towards that. Oh,
to his credit,
my child. I want our family to be connected, so I want our children to marry. Boom. That's really how it goes there. But America obviously is different.
To his credit, and if I could cut you off, but to his credit, he has not brought up that argument. Lion Maker brought up that argument, ages of consent in different countries, and where he's from, I think the age of consent there is 14, right? But here it's not 14. But to Digibro's credit, he didn't use that as a fucking valid thing to kind of justify. He never used age of consent to justify it. But even if he did, the argument would be unfounded.
Exactly, but it just I want to think that that's what kind of founded it, because over here it's not okay, but over there it is. So hey, if it's not real and it's drawn or animated and it's coming from over there, it's fine. It's cool. And I think that's what he's going for. Well, subconsciously. But well, if he didn't make that argument, then I guess that's fine.
No, he didn't go. Well, I mean, the argument that he makes is it's illustrated, and so automatically because it's illustrated, it doesn't matter. Well, that doesn't. Just so what? Okay, you fucking like. There are people from World War II probably that still have like Nazi paraphernalia in their fucking house hidden somewhere, right? Does that mean automatically, oh, I just like this fucking artwork? No. It's not what it fucking means. You can't just sit here and say, oh, it'd be one thing if you like the artwork, which, you're still a little bit weird. But like, I don't know. I take shit that Digi says, and I take it a little bit more seriously than, and I hate to bring this up here, but what Shadbase says. Because Shadbase doesn't necessarily, now hold on, I know exactly what you're probably thinking about this, but Shadbase doesn't necessarily draw this shit because he's attracted to it. Now, take from that whatever you will. I think he's a little bit screwy in the head as well. But I don't think that Shad would take the fucking steps necessary to, I don't know, I guess outwardly admit that he's sexually attracted to children. And I don't think he is sexually attracted to children. I've heard the dude speak before on multiple occasions. And he doesn't necessarily get off on his drawing. I mean, that would make him a bit of a narcissist if he did, but he doesn't necessarily get off on his drawings. He draws it because it is an absurdist piece of art, which he's not fucking wrong. I mean, one minute he's drawing like extra thick Helen from The Incredibles. The next, he's like, he has Violet, which is her daughter. Like, I'm not gonna fucking describe this full thing, but they're engaging in acts that a mother and a daughter should not be engaging in. But I don't think that he's turned on by it, because from the way that he speaks with he's a little bit more intelligent than Digibro whenever he speaks about this shit, so I could be fucking fooled. But I don't think he's the kind of guy to get off to his own shit. Digibro, on the other hand, has outwardly admitted out loud, on public, in front of people, on a live stream, and I know that I say that a lot, but he outwardly did this in public, that he likes little girls getting fucked. Like, there's no gray area there. There's no gray area there. On some level, you are attracted to kids, motherfucker. You admitted that you jack off to it live on a fucking live stream. The host was even like, why are you saying this shit on my platform? Why did you just say that out loud? I don't understand anything anymore. I'm about to not have a show after this. I just want to quit. Digi, can you not say this shit out loud, please, Digi? He used this argument on Shot from the... He said, even the hosts agree with me. Bro, did you did you take a look at the look on his face?
He looked disgusted.
He looked like he was about to come out of his fucking skin. He couldn't believe it he was fucking hearing. He heard this shit live on his broadcast, and he was disgusted with himself. The only reason why he probably said, yeah, okay, that's cool, is because he didn't want to fucking start an argument with you, because we know how you handle arguments. See Monkey Jones and every other fucking YouTuber that you interacted with. People were expecting Monkey just to tear you apart. And you know what he did instead? He just said, you know what? You're really not as important as you think you are. You're just like everybody else. And I know for a fact, because you are a narcissist, that it gets under your fucking skin. It probably got on your skin just this past week that I accused you of being a pussy. If you were just gonna say your piece and then leave that interview, it probably got under your skin because you're probably just thinking to yourself, who is this fucking guy with only 3 followers speaking up to me? Who the fuck is Tommy C with only 36,000 subscribers? Who the fuck is this guy speaking up to me? it's sad, really. But I didn't think a pedophile was capable of being a narcissist, but, you know.
Hey, 2018, man. And it's possible.
Honestly,
I guess so. They're trying to join the LGBT. Oh, yeah.
I have a major problem with that.
Because that community doesn't have enough problems with the way that they fucking think, and now they're like being the reverse of the Republicans back in fucking 70s through fucking 80s. Oh, being straight is not a choice. Bitch, you fucking serious? How the fuck are you? How are you here? If you tell me artificial insemination, I'll leave you alone. But until then, shut the fuck up. Not every person was put here due to artificial insemination. You stupid cunt. That community already has enough problems. Even they are saying, no, we don't want kid fuckers in here. Even they are saying, no, this is sick. We don't want this in here.
I think I would have been personally okay with him saying, hey, I do like seeing lollies in anime. I think they're pretty cool. They're one of my favorite characters. But the fact that he said he likes lollies getting fucked, just driven that train off the fucking cliff. It was just...
Yeah, the Fortnite bus has caught on fire and plunging into Tilted Tower. Motherfucker, you cannot say that shit in public and then expect people not to think that you're a pedophile, which you are a pedophile. I'm sorry. If you fucking like jerking off to little girls, you're a pedophile. Illustrated or not.
All I can say is don't lewd the lolly.
Let's get a hashtag started.
Listen, if they're under 18, no matter what country, don't affiliate yourself in any type of contact or any type of sexual contact with them. Just please keep it above 18, please.
At least try. Fuck. At least
I mean, he has a fucking girlfriend, right? So why not just go for women like that?
But the thing is, she's apparently in the same shit that he's into. I'll get in.
I know, but the key word I just said was women, not kid, not lolly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but she looks alright as a woman, but she isn't but she's apparently into the same shit. Which again, that doesn't make it okay. What are you gonna tell? What? I don't even care if a kindergarten teacher is hot. You can't just fucking let that shit go just because the genders are switched. It doesn't work that way. You can, if a kindergartner wasn't gonna be fucking, I don't know. If a kindergartner grows up, wow, that chick was something else. I don't know. Give him a high five. Keep her ass in. Anyways, I'm done talking about pedophiles because they sicken me and my skin is crawling, mainly because it's hot in here. But segue.
I should be an asshole and say something, but I think we'll keep.
I know. Your AC is busted. Part of the reason why we didn't record last week, folks, is Black Eagle here was sick, so he had to get unsick. And then as he got unsick, apparently his AC got sick. So, fuck. Yeah, all right.
I'm sorry about everybody. I got caught in the rain, and the rain kind of bitch slapped me down to the ground. Luckily, I found a bed and some medicine, but hey, all good. So let's keep this train going.
Good here.
Also, Digibro is not the best fucking model opponent reviewer. I had this other friend. He watched it. He's a guy named Silver Quill. I don't know who the fuck he is, but I watched 2 of his videos, and I think he's pretty fucking dope. So, fuck you, Dizzy Bro. Silver Quill is fucking cool. Whatever his fucking name was. Silver something, but he's cooler than you. Anyway, moving on. Segue.
Fucking Fouseytube.
Oh.
I got a lot to say about Fouseytube. I tell you what, I have a. Let me just start out by saying, I'm gonna get the controversial shit out of the way right now. Fouseytube, you are not depressed. I know you're not depressed. If you were depressed, you get the fuck off of Twitter and go dark like you did 3 months ago. You were depressed 3 months ago, motherfucker. You're not depressed now simply because Drake, who isn't even a fucking good rapper, decided it was the best idea to ignore you and all your weird little advances to have him at your event. You're garbage. Stop trying to make this shit work. It's not going to work. Okay? It's not going to work at all. You lied on Phil. You lied about Philip DeFranco. You fucking DM'd DeFranco explaining how you're upset, and he fucking DMs you back and tries to be supportive despite all of the scummy shit that you've done previous years. Despite all of that, you decided that this was a nice idea. Let me explain something to you. When you actually do end up getting depressed, which I do believe that's part of the reason why you left, because you weren't making any more money. When you actually do get depressed, let the world know. Because I know about feelings of depression. In fact, everybody in this fucking podcast does. It fucking sucks. So whenever you sit there and you get on your fucking high horse about, oh, all these people are hating me and Drake didn't fucking notice me, you're a little pussy. Compared to what a lot of other people have had to fucking deal with. Simply because Drake, who is not even fucking talented, simply because Drake didn't want to show up to your little event, that does not fucking mean that you are depressed or that you could play depression. You lied about Philip DeFranco and you said that he turned you away. You know that's bullshit. Everyone who isn't even a Philly D fan knows that that's bullshit. You lied on this dude after he gave you time and time again to type out your fucking paragraphs of how you were feeling. He gives you advice on what to do to try and feel better, and yet here you are lying about him on Twitter. But don't worry, it gets better, folks. Philly D exposes the lie and puts the DMs out there just to make sure that, you know, people know that he's fucking lying. Fouseytube reported that tweet for harassment. But you know what? There's good news, folks. Twitter didn't take. They said it was fine. It didn't fucking work, and that tweet is still up there. Let me explain something to you. I hope to God Colossal is Crazy drops that video soon. I really, really fucking hope to God that he does. Because I'm telling you right now, you need to fucking deal with this shit. If you're so depressed, log off fucking Twitter and stop running your goddamn mouth. You're not depressed, motherfucker. You just want more attention. And more attention. And more attention. And more attention. You make me sick. You fucking used a fucking cancer kid a couple of years ago to use him basically as a scapegoat to try and stop the drama that was fucking headed your way. People like you shouldn't be on this goddamn platform. But unfortunately, you are. So when you are on this platform, you fucking... Good luck.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Good luck with whatever fucking comes to you. I hope that you get beaten into the fucking ground like the rat that you really...
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if Keemstar takes the first shot, but I wouldn't complain either.
Woo!
He already took the first shot, actually. I want to say a week ago, because he was one of the first ones that called Fousey out for. Fousey ain't mentally sick. He's not depressed. Stop saying that you're depressed, motherfucker. You're not depressed. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You have no feelings for that you visited in the hospital who had fucking leukemia, and you used him as a fucking scapegoat. Oh, look how much of a fucking great guy that I am. Please stop making videos about me.
Normally, people that actually are great people don't show off that they're great people. Like
exactly, I
people,
wouldn't have fucking taken the camera in there.
Yeah, there's musicians that I liked, like correct me if I'm wrong, but Prince, he would donate so much money. I forget. I think it's for a charity for anti-drugs. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm an uneducated slob.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was.
But
you might be right.
Yeah, and that went unnoticed, like, or not unnoticed, obviously, but you know, he wanted to do it anonymously. So
it didn't broadcast it.
Yeah. So that just shows me that he was a good person. But the fact that you have to announce that you're a good person,
good people.
Like, I don't believe you, really.
Good people don't do things simply because good people don't do things to announce it later. If you announce it later, immediately, we already know you have some sort of agenda that you're trying to fucking achieve. You make a video with a cancer patient, and of course, your dumbass fans didn't pick up on it. You can't really take their opinion as fucking valid, can you? But you can, if you're a critical thinker, look at that and think to yourself, you know, maybe there's something going on here. Why the fuck would he film this, right? I don't know. He's having all this backlash against him. All of a sudden, just out of the blue, I feel like visiting a cancer patient. No.
It's like, don't use people like that to get yourself out of trouble, because people will see through that. People will see through it. You know, people aren't as dumb as you make them out to be.
People did see through it, and it didn't stop, and he walked away from you. Now, he's back. He started some fake drama with Vitalis, which we didn't give a fuck, so we didn't cover. He tried to get on the YouTube boxing card. We didn't give a fuck, so we didn't cover. He's still trying to get on that card by creating more shit with more people. He tried to get Keemstar in the ring, and Keem wasn't having any of it because Keem, you know, Keem's fucking what? He's in his 30s. He's kind of busted up now. You know, maybe back then, in his 20s, he probably could have given Fousey a run. In fact, he probably would have beat Fousey's fucking ass in the middle of that ring. And I don't like Keemstar, but I know one thing. He threw that fat dude around like it was no fucking problem. And I still watch that video to this day because it's funny. And I like the part where his ass crack shows. So, fucking, but Keemstar nowadays, you know, with his daughter, he can't really just, like, up and get in the middle of physical shit like that. He doesn't have the body for it anymore. He's out of shape. It'll take him months to get back into shape. So no, that wasn't going to fucking work. Keemstar wasn't going to bite. Not because he's a pussy, simply because he just can't go anymore. Some people just can't go anymore after a certain age. Fouseytube. But then after that, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm sad. You're not fucking sad. You're not fucking depressed, okay? Boogie broke his arm recently after a breakup from a chick who lied and said that this dude abused her. Which, if you've heard anything about last year's VidCon incident with Boogie2988, you would know that this dude is a timid motherfucker who would not abuse a goddamn soul. It's almost a godsend that we managed to actually have someone on YouTube for as long as he's been around. So, who did he abuse?
Yeah. He's like
if he was such an abuser, and I hate to cut you off, if he's such an abuser, wouldn't he have fucking cold cut Anita Sarkeesian last year at VidCon? I think he fucking would have. I think he would have put that bitch on ice. All he would have had to do was sit on the bitch. I understand his depression. I don't understand yours. For fuck's sake. What are you depressed about? Because Drake didn't notice you? Fuck. Drake doesn't notice me every day, and I say shit about him every day. What is he gonna do? Nothing. He doesn't care about me. I'm more insignificant than you are, and he didn't even know your fucking name. And you had millions of subscribers at one point. And you pulled a fake bomb prank, motherfucker. So, I don't understand. What are you depressed about, bruh? Look, man, you got that big ass fucking house. You have a staircase you can see through, and you want to talk to me about depression. Bitch, please. This motherfucker gonna have a glass coffee table down. He has all the money in the world. He's not that bad guy if he keeps a hat on. You mean to tell me that guy is fucking depressed? Go out and get laid, bitch. Seriously. What the fuck? Boogie got a fucking supermodel for 6 months. What excuse do you have? For fuck's sake. That probably might have been because it was money, because she did turn out to be a gold-digging whore. But that aside, Boogie got a supermodel for 6 months.
If that doesn't say anything, I don't.
Fuck, Digibro has a goddamn girlfriend. Are you fucking serious? Yes, they share one sickening common interest. I'd love to see that first date.
Oh.
So, what are you into? Oh, I'm into little girls getting fucked.
Oh my god,
me too! Oh my god!
The timing was just impeccable.
And the fact that fucking Digibro also gets like he hit a Patreon, right?
Yes, right? He makes like $3,000 a month.
$3,000, yeah.
He makes like $3,000 a month. But Fouseytube probably makes like 5 times that, and this motherfucker is just gonna talk about being depressed. Yusuf, you are not depressed, you little bitch. Stop faking, stop lying, and leave social media if you're depressed. Stop lying on Phil DeFranco, because I know he didn't turn you away. For fuck's sake. God, it's just fucking retarded.
I think I remember watching a video that PewDiePie did about him, and I think the majority of what he was basically talking about is that fuck, it's just oh, my fucking train of thought left me. No, that's right. It's just he's looking for popularity, and it's over now. You know, you've been there, done that. You know, you're just kind of whatever now.
But his popularity was undeserved in the first place.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
and
you make fake pranks.
It's like most people I just don't care about, like Tina and Fouseytube. I'm sorry, Tana. Fuck. I just don't care. It's people like them that I don't understand what got them popular, but to this day I still just don't care.
At least I sided with Tana a little bit the last time we talked about her, but it's because that dude did fuck her over, but like, I don't know.
That whole thing was just a pickle.
Fouseytube is just. Go ahead.
I don't know where they came from. I don't know how they got their followers. I don't know how they became so popular. But in my eyes, I don't see what's the big fucking whoopity hoop about them. That's why. That's why most of the time that whenever we do stuff like this, talking about people like him and that twat Digibro, I just don't care.
Use the British version of time.
Oh goodness. Yeah,
I don't blame you. I don't blame you for not caring. But the thing is that shit like Digibro and Fouseytube, they need to be talked about in my opinion, because they fucking straight up will manipulate you into thinking otherwise. People need to fucking hear this, and they need at least a little bit, even if you don't agree with us, you at least need the fucking insight to make your own fucking decision. Look at his behavior. Look at his behavior over the past years. Don't you think that that's just a little bit fucking disturbing? Don't you think that he needs to be fucking omitted from social media? I do. For God's sakes, he's a walking fucking. He's a walking tumor on this website.
But what I was gonna say though is, regarding to the last thing that you said, Eagle, I was gonna say, it's probably like I wouldn't say wrong place, wrong time, but it's just they came at like a time where, especially I think Fouseytube came. Why did I say it like that? But he came around the time when like pranks were popular, and I don't know.
He came around a time when Sam Pepper started faking shit to be
Sam fucking Pepper.
He came around a time that Sam Pepper was Sam Pepper was faking shit to keep up with the Bradberries and you know.
And one thing I do want to talk about before we do move on, depression is like drowning. Like I just thought about this. Is that if someone's in the pool yelling, "Help! I can't swim! I'm drowning!" It may or may not be false, but if someone's like legitimately having trouble fucking getting above the water, I think they're drowning. You might want to help them. Yelling, "I'm depressed," and other stuff like announcing it like loudly and proudly.
He's like he makes emo paragraphs on Twitter and it's disgusting. Like, this dude is not depressed. And why are you? And even if you are depressed, why are you depressed that a celebrity said no to come in your event? Like, what the fuck?
Now see. My problem is that don't wear depression like it's a badge. Like, if you have it, like all of us have, like, I wouldn't bring it up. Like, hey, if one of you guys ask me if I'm down, or I ask you guys if you guys are down, you say, yeah, dude, I'm feeling down right now. I'm a little depressed, and then you move on the topic. You don't say, yeah, man, shit this, shit that, shit over here, man. Life really sucks, man. You know, like wear it proudly. Like, hey, you know, I'm kind of down, but hey, let's change that. Let's move it better. Not write what fucking emo paragraphs.
I mean, whenever I get depressed, I don't talk to anybody. I barely leave my bed. Like, you know, I mean, now I'm fine, but they're like, I have these fucking seasonal mood swings and shit. You know, I felt like shit yesterday. I didn't want to do shit yesterday. I came home grocery shopping, and then I had a coma until like 5. Like, there's just some days where sometimes you feel like absolute trash and you just don't want to deal with shit, and then Fouseytube will go online and actively deal with shit. Like, what the fuck? You're not depressed. You want attention. You want people to tell you, oh, it's gonna be. You want people to feel fucking sorry for you for once after all the shit that you've done. You're not a reformed person. You're not a good person. You're not fucking depressed. I know I keep saying that, but you're just fucking not. It bothers me that you keep saying that you are. It bothers me that you say that this is the lowest point in your fucking life. Motherfucker, I would love to have your one goddamn thing. This podcast wouldn't be fucking edited in 2 fucking days. I would be on that shit immediately after we're done recording, and then this shit would get uploaded fucking Monday morning, guaranteed. But it's fucking not. Because I don't have that kind of money. We don't have that just laying around in the expensive fucking furniture that we have. You have had everything handed to you based on your fake ass personality. You've had everything handed to you on a silver fucking platter. You haven't really had to work for shit. Because you don't work for shit. You fake everything. You don't work for fucking anything. There's a dude who made an actual fucking prank I'd say around the same time that Fouseytube was still big, and he got fucking shot for it. That dude got shot for his real life prank. He had to dip into his insurance to get money to treat his fucking gunshot wound. He doesn't have nearly the following, nearly the amount of fucking money. He doesn't have anything that Fouseytube has at his disposal right now. But that guy isn't going around complaining, oh, I got fucking shot. Ironically enough, he was laughing about it. I wouldn't be laughing about me getting shot. I would be kind of pissed off. But he's fucking laughing about this shit while you're bitching that Drake didn't know your fucking name and your event went under.
Yeah.
You're dumb as fuck too. You can't plan a convention and you have the money and you've planned shit more complicated than this. Who the fuck are you? You did worse than Tanacon. You had to go outside and stand on some schmuck's car to fucking scream at the top of your lungs, and then you call Keemstar in the crowd. You're a bitch.
I also wanted to say that I also bring back to the mental thing, the mental illness thing. It kind of annoys me though when people do kind of, you know, they like to glorify it, I guess, in such a way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just
it's like
we're just wearing as a badge. Like what the fuck?
Yeah.
If he was really depressed, he wouldn't be on social media.
Yeah, like a lot of people do it. More people than I realize do it, and I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah, those people are depressed too. They have a victim. Maybe you have a victim complex. You want everything to not go in favor. That's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens whenever you have a victim. You have victim complex. You would rather go on Tumblr, have people pat you on the fucking back. You would rather go on Twitter to have people tweet, "Oh, hey, it's okay," than to actually seek help and about it. Or better yet, just sulk until you fucking feel better. I would rather Fouseytube do that, so then he doesn't have to do anything than fucking run his mouth on Twitter. This is why no one believes you when you talk, because your credibility is just that fucking thin.
Yeah.
Just
It's as transparent as the staircase.
pretty much. Well, I'm gonna segue here. I'm gonna get into a little bit of gaming news.
Yeah, for the last like 10 or so minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Well, go ahead.
I'm gonna say I've been kind of out of convention for a while, so anything gaming, fucking let me hear it.
Well, there's a few things gaming, cough, but there's a few games gaming-wise that I kind of wanted to discuss a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about Xenoverse 2. If anybody watches my channel, you know that Xenoverse 2 is fucking broken. You'd also realize that I and many other people on YouTube and otherwise have been begging for this fucking game to get fixes. I want to talk about Soul Calibur 6, because Ivy's trailer just got dropped. Fucking, I don't play as Ivy, but I like her as a character. And, she's looking pretty good for 60, I might add.
Jesus.
I wanted to talk about fighters. I wanted to talk about this. I know this is like with the shit, but bear with me. And I wanted to talk about some new Kingdom Hearts 3 information that has dropped over the past couple of weeks.
Oh, really?
I wanted to say this last week, but I didn't get to say it last week because we didn't have a show. First things first, get the Xenoverse shit out of the way because I have most information on that shit first. Then there's going to be a new update. I don't know when. I don't know how to read Japanese. But I know that they already announced DLC 8. Now they announced what's going to be in it. They announced that there's going to be a DLC 8. And it's slated for a winter release. So it means two things. We're either getting 7 on Tuesday, the update tomorrow. Wait, is today Monday?
Today's Sunday.
Okay.
Sunday,
I don't
right?
fucking know.
As
My
of
point
recording
is-
into Sunday.
Yeah.
But we'll be uploading
At the
Wednesday.
time of this recording, thank you. Some comments. Discord is a fucking cancer sometimes. Anyways, back to the Xenoverse 2 news. Put some music in between that fucking part or whatever the fuck. Yeah, just have it cut into fucking music. I don't care what you use. Use the elevator theme that I hate everything. Anyways, Xenoverse 2, the update will either come out tomorrow, the DLC Tuesday, this following
Wait, why are
Tuesday.
you still yelling?
Shut the fuck up, or it'll come out late September, or I guess the end of September, because for some reason they have this weird fetish about releasing shit at the end of the month. What will be in this DLC? You probably may be asking. Well, retard, you have been looking at Twitter. Baby and Kefla, aka Super Baby 2 and Kefla, have been announced. I'm more excited for Kefla because who gives a fuck about some Tuffle? Although his moves do intrigue me. I'm really liking the Tuffle Final Flash and the Revenge Death Ball possible cheese that you're going to be able to do in raid quests and expert quests. But the update is probably the most glaring of them all because there's going to be a lot of shit in this update that I'm really going to enjoy. One of the things that I really am going to enjoy, because they're finally fixing this, which they should have fucking done this at launch, but I'm not complaining too much. They're going to put all of your created characters on the same goddamn character selection screen, regardless of who you have in the lobby. So let's just say if you have all 8 character slots filled up, that means, you know, you get to pick from those characters. All presets and everything. Go nuts.
Okay.
100 moves will be changed, supers and ultimates. Now this is the big one to me. I like the last sound. I like the way that the last thing sounds, but this one is the big one to me. Because finally, we might fucking see an Aura Slide nerf. You fucking cunts. We're finally fixing some of these fucking moves. There's going to be nerfs, there's going to be buffs, and there's going to be netcode fixes so that our fucking combos online will hit without us having to be a mailer thing. Excuse me. And no, that wasn't me doing that on purpose. That was a legitimate burp.
Oh, okay.
But still, fuck male earthlings, just to make sure that nobody calls me a pussy.
Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah. Another thing in the update, there's gonna be a new raid, I guess. I don't know when the fucking raid's gonna be. Again, I can't speak Japanese. And there's one thing I think I'm fucking missing. Oh, I covered the netcode and code fix. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's all you've told me anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think that's it.
Oh no. The KH update. Anything about that?
The Kingdom Hearts update. Oh yeah, I kind of want to get into this a little bit because if anybody here has played Kingdom Hearts 2, you will remember the drive forms. They're basically Sora equals broken for a limited amount of time, especially in final form. Let's be honest. Search your feelings. You know it to be true. They're going to do forms a bit differently. They announced this before when they were in the development cycle for the game. They're going to do forms a little bit differently, much more like Birth by Sleep did them. Now, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to like this or not because I'm going to miss my drive forms. But no, they will not be in the beginning of the game simply because of the older outfit. I know. Cry on a different time and a different podcast. However, they're gonna do shit like they did with Birth by Sleep. They're gonna have a meter there, and then as you fight, this meter's gonna fill up. You go into a commands style, or I guess what would be the new drive forms. So there's 2 that are confirmed, but I think there might be a 3rd one in the works. Don't fucking at me on this because I'm just getting this information from Twitter, and sometimes Twitter is a dumpster fire. One of the forms is second form. Basically, all the attacks you use in Kingdom Hearts 2 will be available to you for a limited amount of time, which is basically like limit form in Kingdom Hearts 2, which uses all the attacks from Kingdom Hearts 1, just in a much more faster and satisfying light. I'm looking at you, that fucking one Pinocchio boss fight. But, oh, and every Riku fight ever conceived. Okay, I'm done.
Oh.
Fucking, we're gonna have that. We're gonna have, there's gonna be another form that's gonna be dedicated to gunfire. Eagle, you might like this one because there's gonna be a different style of Keyblade that we're gonna be dealing with. It's gonna be much like Terra's, except you won't want to commit suicide because it's Terra, and the Keyblade transforms into different weapons and shit. So we might be able to use the Zigbar guns. I fucking hate Zigbar, but the guns are kind of cool. You might be able to use fucking lightsabers. You never know. We'll fucking see when the game drops. But there's the third thing, and I'm hoping that this is true because I've been asking for this for years. For years, I've been asking for this for years. There's one thing that I kind of hope that they do add a form. Give Sora a fucking shield. And we might have that. I'm hoping. I don't know, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping that it requires some kind of combination with Goofy like Valor Form did. I think it's a missed opportunity. But we're going to have this fucking form. At least I hope so. We're going to have Keyblade and Shield. So, I don't know. I hope it's called Kingdom Form, because that's what I had the concept in my head when I was younger. I thought, oh, hey, that'd be kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
But they didn't do it before. I was salty, so now I'm hearing that they're probably going to do it this game. I'm hoping that they do it this game. And I hope it's not very egregious to unlock. Oh, boy.
As long as I can parry, I'm going to love KH3.
Can't... never mind.
I'll make it happen some way.
Soul Calibur 6. YouTube probably might not be familiar with this shit, but I love Soul Calibur. It's one of my favorite fighting game series. It basically just is a fucking 3D fighting game where you get to utilize weapons instead of your fucking hands and feet. Which, hands and feet is fun, but then taking a fucking Zway Handler style sword and then smacking it into the ribcage of your opponent in hopes they fall off with a broken ribcage is strangely satisfying. Soul Calibur 5, when that released, was fucking broken. Hopefully they do some more balancing. I'm looking at you, Cervantes, Ezio, that other fucking cunt, I can't remember what her fucking name is, that can switch weapons on the fucking fly. Fuck that bitch too, but you get the idea. Soul Calibur 6, however, the Ivy trailer just dropped. Oh boy, they were not kidding about the sex appeal. That is coming back in droves, whereas DOA 6 is taking somewhat an opposite direction, but we'll see when that time comes. I don't know if they went that far opposite with it. I mean, I've seen DOA 6's Kasumi in her more covered up ninja attire, and it looks like she's about to bust out of it like Black Widow is about to bust out of anything that she wears on screen. So, could be happy with that. I don't know. We like sex appeal here. So, fuck off, feminists. But, Ivy Valentine looks like a fucking monster in this trailer. Now, keep in mind, it is just a trailer. She was okay in 5. She was much better in 4, mainly because, she had this thing in 4 where she fucking lassoed you around like a goddamn wrecking ball, which humiliates and hurts you. But yeah, Ivy looks like a fucking menace to society, and I hope that they give her a moveset that's actually worth a fuck, because Soul Calibur 5, like I said, didn't do that. They really, really dropped the ball on Ivy. It's very evident, especially when you're going up against characters like Pyrrha, who, well, Pyrrha's attack hit, I mean, it does like half of fucking her mother's in the 4th game. It's embarrassing. But loving Ivy so far. Hopefully another Sophitia trailer drops. I kind of want to, take a look at that shit, because Sophitia used to be one of my mains back in 4 until they took her away. But yeah, I'm excited for Soul Calibur 6. I forgot when the fucking release date was, but I don't even care. Just as long as I know it's out and I can buy it.
Yeah.
Looking mostly forward to Spider-Man though. Spider-Man over there.
He's gonna be in there?
Oh no. His PS4 exclusive.
I'm like, Spider-Man, Soul Calibur.
That's why I laughed. I was like, what?
No, because they're gonna fucking make him broken like every other guest character that they had in Soul Calibur. Like fucking, I don't know, Spawn, Link, Darth Vader,
yes, Link.
Dark Killer,
Link.
Yoda! You can't even grab Yoda. You don't know what happens when you grab Yoda in Soul Calibur 4? You just gently smack him against the head. And he actually flinches. You just I gotta show this off if I ever get a capture card. But you know how people like certain couples like play hit each other? It was basically like that, except just Yoda gets hit in the head. And he's like, ah.
Come on, man, stop it.
Don't fucking do that. You can't grab him. He's ungrabbable. And he's also unblockable with the majority of his moves. Speaking of which, you want to talk about unblockable, let's talk a little bit about Ezio Auditore. I hate Assassin's Creed. I always have. I always will. I wish he was not in the 5th game. I hope he fucking gets stabbed with his own hidden blade in the throat. See how he
hold on, man. Ezio Auditore motherfucking Defense is one of the coolest, like, fucking characters, like, ever. I love
okay,
him.
that's great.
But
in Soul Calibur 5, he's a fucking unblockable prick, and I hate him.
Okay, that I don't blame you.
Mr. I'm a Cervantes clone, basically, with his fucking crossbow. Also, nerf that fucking cunt when he comes back, too, because I know you're going to bring him back. Oh, man, I enjoyed having that fighting style online. I love that shit. Oh, that spherical shit that he can do, where he does a little spin, he fucking flips you into the fucking air, and then immediately he can recover and then shoot you in the air with an unblockable fucking pistol shot that takes out half your fucking health and charged up. Yeah, that's great. I love that shit. Keep that in the game. Really. Fuck. God damn it. I think we've gone about an hour with shit in between. But just remember to put some music there.
You'll see what I'm gonna do.
I don't care what you use. Just but yeah. I think I did most of the talking. I think we got everything.
I must say, this was definitely your episode.
Well, it was my episode because I had a fight with one guy. I was disgusted, and I was disgusted and had a fight with one guy. I was just simply disgusted by the other, and I get hyped up when gaming shit comes out, especially good gaming shit like Spider-Man, Soul Calibur 6, and shit like that. And the Xenoverse fix. Please, God, don't fuck this up. But yeah, it's great. Plug your shit so we can get out of here.
Oh yeah, by all means. All right, you all know me, amigo. Like I keep saying every other episode, I don't do much still, but I still plan on uploading more stuff like this, maybe more commentary with these two beautiful people, and I might start doing stuff on Twitch. So hey, keep update for that little ringer. Yeah.
Yes, and then I'm Little Bug again, like Hammy said, the token chick of this podcast. But I have a few things in mind for my channel. It's still dead at the moment, but like Eagle, I'm also on Twitch. I haven't streamed anything in a while. But I will hopefully just get back to miscellaneous bullcrap, because really that's all my streams are anyway. But yeah.
And I'm Hammy. People who are fucking subbed to me who come here, I know one of you, and I know one of you very well, is gonna ask, where's the God of War Let's Play? Listen. I'm fucking working on it, but I have something else in the works as well. I don't want to spoil anything, but I have something else in the works as well. The God of War Let's Play will fucking happen. I have a lot of shit that I have held up that I haven't fucking done yet. But God of War will happen. I fucking promise you. Even if I need a partner on it, I'll fucking get a partner on it. I don't give a shit. But God of War, that is going to happen. Stop harassing me about it. I also want to finish Fate as well, but yeah, pretty much. But I also want to finish Fate as well, but nobody's bitching about that. Shocking, man. But I will finish that because I said I would, and you know, lately it's just been a lot of the same shit. I will post shit other than Xenoverse, Fortnite, and fucking Titanfall. I don't know. Whenever I'm playing something, I don't have a lot of funny shit go on sometimes, but that's just me. But if I have to, I will force jokes. I will pyrocynical the shit out of this. So, you know, shit's gonna happen. Don't at me. Don't yell at me. Shit will happen. I said it was gonna happen. I fucking will fulfill this obligation. Hopefully, hopefully WoW comes in the future as well. If they bring back full screen or if PCs are fixed and shit. But, yeah. I think we did good.
Oh.
Next time I don't want to be the only one that talks, but
oh, trust me.
I just didn't want to contribute.
Next episode, I have a couple of things planned. I'm very interested in the concept of dead games. I will get into that next episode about going deep into it. Also, some more updates about For Honor.
You know what? It's too bad that we're out of time because I actually really wanted to fucking talk about that with you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just wait until next episode.
Yeah, we'll say that for the next episode, folks. But until then,
gotta put it on a little sticky note or something to try and remember.
At
least for me.
We'll do a Tommy
For
does.
Honor.
We'll do a Tommy does. We'll make a fucking news board. But anyways,
the Three Burdens news. Oh boy, that would not go well. I can already see that going downhill.
It'll still be better than Drama Alert ever was.
Oof.
Oh, I could just hear Mr. Creamstar in the distance just going off.
I can't wait for me to have cancer, and then he brings up the point that I have cancer. Then I don't criticize him for having kids as fans. Just can't. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for that.
But you know.
Oh, alright.
Well,
alright. Best episode, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment. We actually really want to read comments. We want to hear your thoughts. And if you guys have any type of thing you want us to talk about or research or anything like that, please comment down. Tell us about it. I want to read.
Comments daily. So.
Yes, and of course our Discord server is in the description. If you have anything that you want to come to the Discord and say, I suggest you do it now because I'm tired. I want to read that fucking thing right now. But yeah.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and see you next time.
See you next time.